Hi, this is Zach from Locator Gaming. Today I'm going to do something completely different than what's normally been on my channel. Two of my favorite hobbies right now are board games, kind of obviously from this channel, and cooking. And so I was kind of thinking of a way to try to combine both of them. And with the COVID restrictions lifting and people getting back together to game more, I thought about doing a couple of videos that kind of show some foods that you could serve at a board game night. So this is going to be the first one. This is kind of a test to see how it goes, see how filming kind of in the kitchen goes and filming with the food, and doing the close-ups on the food and how everything goes with the recipes and things. If you have anything that you like to serve, or if you have any suggestions for recipes that you do when you have people that get together on a board game night, please put them in the comments down below, and I might actually contact you to do some of those recipes on this series also. So today, what we're going to actually show are pinwheels. They're kind of rolled tortillas, kind of like a tortilla wrap thing that's cut into little either half-inch or inch pieces, and they're very handheld and easy to eat and very easy to make, and it shouldn't be too messy for a board game night. Okay, I'm going to make the spread for the pimento pinwheel. What I've got for the spread is, in the bowl I've already got 8 ounces of cream cheese, and this cream cheese has been out for about 20-25 minutes to get soft. I've got 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese that I actually shredded, 2 green onions, 4 ounces of pimentos, and just 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And then I'm going to throw 1/4 of a cup of mayonnaise into the bowl. So I'm going to put all of this stuff in the bowl and start mixing it. Okay, I've got everything in the bowl, and I'm just going to go in with a wooden spoon and start mixing it all in with this cream cheese. And since the cream cheese was softened, this shouldn't take too long, but I'll come back right after I'm done mixing it and show you what the entire thing looks like put together. Okay, so I mixed it for quite a while. I got most of the little white pieces out. That cream cheese was still pretty cold, so it took a while to mix it up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mixture and I'm going to spread it inside of 3 large tortillas. I've got 3 different kinds. I've got regular, I've got sun-dried tomato, and I've got spinach. We've used low-carb ones before, but where I shop, I can't get low-carb in the large size. I have to get the small size, and with the small size, it made about 4 or 5 this amount of filling, but with these large, or sometimes called burrito tortillas, it should fill about 3. So this is pretty simple. Just kind of take about 1/3 of the mixture, and I'm going to spread it on the tortilla, and I want to leave a gap of about 1 inch on one edge, because when I roll it, you'll see when I roll it that the stuff on the inside is going to get pushed towards the direction that you're rolling. You don't want it to get all pushed out the edge. So I'm just going to spread it all out, try to make an even layer on most of it. And then I've got here some big green lettuce that'll add a little bit of crunch. I'm going to put a couple of leaves of this. That one's pretty huge. I'm going to put a couple of leaves of this in here, and then I'm going to roll it tight. And you can see it's already, the leaves themselves are kind of pushing towards that edge, and then the pimento cheese is also pushing towards that edge. But you want it to get rolled tight, and if there's anything left on the edge, you can just take it off of there. And I'm going to put it on a plate. I'll do the other 2 on this plate, then I'm going to wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge for at a minimum of half an hour to 45 minutes to let this cream cheese set up, and then we'll take it out and slice it. Okay, now we're going to work on an Italian pinwheel. So the first thing I'm going to do for the Italian pinwheel is the spread. So I've got 1 package or 8 ounces of cream cheese, 2 green onions, a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 2 tablespoons of Italian dressing, half a cup of chopped up porcinis that I chopped up pretty small, and half a cup of roasted red peppers that I chopped up pretty small. Both of these are just from jars from the grocery store. And then this is half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese that I shredded myself. I like to shred cheese myself instead of buying the stuff in a package, because I have been told that the stuff in the package you get at the store might have an additive put onto the spread or put onto the cheese so that it doesn't stick together when it's in the package. You know, and I read it on the internet, so it's got to be true, right? Okay, so I'm going to put all this stuff in this bowl, and then I'm going to mix it all together, and then I'll come back and show you what the mixture looks like when I'm done. Just one other real quick note, this cream cheese also has been setting out of the refrigerator for 20-25 minutes to half an hour to try to get soft, so that it's easier to blend here together and then to spread it onto the tortillas. So I'm about halfway through. I've been going for a couple of minutes already. Just wanted to show you what it kind of looks like when you're stirring it, just to try to incorporate it. Just trying to get all of the big chunks of the white cream cheese out and make sure all of the stuff is kind of incorporated throughout the spread. Okay, so I've got the spread done here, and it's nice and soft, easy to be able to spread onto the tortillas. I'm going to use 3 tortillas here. These are large burrito tortillas. I've got a sun-dried tomato, a spinach, and just a regular flour tortilla. Now for the inside, on top of the spread, you could do anything that's like an Italian deli sandwich. What I'm going to use here is, I just got ham, some simple dry salami, and some pepperoni and provolone that I got from just packages at the store. So to roll this, I'm going to put about 1/3 of the spread that's in here onto the tortilla. And for these, I am going to want to leave, again, a lot of room on one edge. So these sun-dried tomato tortillas, you got to watch out because some of them have these little holes in them. So I am going to want that hole to be on the side where I'm not spreading too much spread. So I'll spread this around, and you want this to be kind of a flat layer. This particular Italian pinwheel that I'm doing, because I'm putting 3 meats on it and lettuce and provolone, can be pretty thick, but it's good. You could do any kind of Italian meats like I said before, like you would get on an Italian deli sandwich, like capicoule or mortadella, any kind of that stuff that you like on your Italian deli sandwiches. So the first thing I will do is I'm going to put down a thin layer of ham across. Then probably 2 big rows of salami, not overlapping too much. Maybe 1 more down there on the end. Although the ends of these do get cut off, so you don't want to go too far over to the edges. And then I'm going to put a couple of rows of pepperoni. Put some pepperoni down here. Okay, that's plenty of pepperoni, and you can see I'm leaving a nice gap on this edge over here. And depending upon the size of your provolone, will probably be good with these 2. Depending upon the day, if I'm really into provolone that day, I might actually put another one there in the middle. And then I'm going to put a big piece of green leaf lettuce. And then I'm going to roll this, try to get this pretty tight without the stuff going all over the place. And it does push out towards that edge where I left that blank space. Then I'm going to put this on a plate. I will do the other 2, but you want to put this into the refrigerator for about half an hour to 45 minutes at a minimum for that cream cheese to set up. It will last longer than that, but you do want it to set up so that we'll get nice pinwheels out of this when it's done. Okay, so I'll do those other 2, put it in the fridge, and we'll come back to slice it up later. Okay, Now we're gonna make some buffalo chicken pinwheels. So to do this one, what I'm gonna start with here is 1 package or 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. It's been out of the fridge for 20-25 minutes or so. I've got 2 cups of chicken here. So this is just chicken from a rotisserie chicken that we bought at the grocery store. You could do that, or you could make up some of your own chicken. If you've got leftover chicken, that's fine. It's been in the refrigerator. I've got 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar cheese that I shredded just now, 2 green onions, and 1/3 cup of hot sauce. And this particular one is Frank's. You could use whatever you like, whatever kind of hot sauce you like. So I'm just going to put all this stuff in this bowl and mix it all together, and we'll be back when that's done. So actually, I thought I'd show you how I start. So I've got everything in here, and the cream cheese is still in a big block. So the way I usually start is go through and kind of like chop up the cream cheese with my wooden spoon a little bit. And then I'll go through and start working it in. This does take, I don't know, 3, 4, sometimes 5 minutes, depending upon how soft your cream cheese is. You just gotta work it until everything gets incorporated. Okay, so here's what it looks like all mixed together. Pretty much all of the little white spots of the cream cheese have been gotten out of there, and it's all like the mixture of chicken, cream cheese, onions, and cheddar cheese. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I've got 3 large or burrito tortillas here. I've got a normal one, a spinach one, and a sun-dried tomato one. You don't have to mix it up. I just like showing you a couple different ones for the video here. I'll take about 1/3 of the mixture from the bowl. I'm trying to gauge about how much is 1/3. We only need 1 tortilla. This might be a little bit more than 1/3. Okay, and just spread it on the tortilla, and you want to leave a gap at where you're going to end your roll, because the spread will push that direction as you roll the wrap that way. And if you like your buffalo chicken spicier, you can always add more hot sauce into the mix. If you like a different kind of cheese, like if you wanted to, you could put a little bit of blue cheese in this. Or if you wanted to, at the end, you could dip this in either ranch or blue cheese. Okay, so now I'm going to roll this fairly tightly, as tight as I can, and you can see it pushing towards that last edge there. And then I'll put this on a plate. I'll do the other 2, put plastic wrap over it, and in the fridge for at a minimum 30 to 45 minutes so that this cream cheese tightens up. Okay, so it has been probably about 45 minutes. I've got the 3 different kinds that we made out here. I'm gonna take the plastic wrap off of this is the Pimento Cheese wrap, and I'll just show you how to cut one of these. So I'm grabbing the spinach one here. So the first thing you want to do, I'm using a serrated knife, is you want to cut off the ends. And for these pimento cheese pinwheels, you can go about 1/2 inch. These ones can be a little bit smaller than, especially the Italian. The Italian ones you're going to want to go a little bit bigger. So I'll just show you what one of these looks like here. So I'm just going to go through and slice up all of these in the exact same way, and then we'll put them on a platter. I'll probably show you slicing the first one of each of these, but then you can see them at the end. Okay, now I'm going to cut the Italian pinwheel. So just like the pimento one, I'm cutting the ends off. And I'm gonna wanna go about 1 inch or so, so I might actually just go maybe halfway and then half again, using the serrated knife to kind of saw it. And there you go, that's your Italian pinwheel. Okay, and now I've got the buffalo chicken pinwheel. I do the same thing, I cut off the ends here. And then these you can go back to about the 1/2 inch size using the serrated knife. That's your buffalo chicken pinwheel. Okay, so here you have a platter of the buffalo chicken pinwheel, the Italian pinwheel, and the pimento cheese pinwheel. Pinwheels are pretty easy. Any kind of sandwich that you like, you can make into a pinwheel. If you like a turkey club sandwich, you could put turkey, bacon, and you don't have to use cream cheese as a spread. You could just use mayo and mustard, put some tomato and lettuce on there. If you're going to use tomato, I would caution you though that if it sits for a long time, it might get a little soggy. You could do like a roast beef and cheddar with like a horseradish spread or something like that. You could do tuna fish or chicken salad. Any kind of thing like that you like in a sandwich can be made into a wrap and then sliced up for pinwheels. And these pinwheels are easily handheld for if you're hosting your board game night, and they're not that messy. I wouldn't suggest eating them over the game, but they're not going to get like a bunch of sauce and stuff dripped on your board game components. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any recipes or any ideas or things that you like to serve on board game nights, please put them in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.